Hey, what's up guys? Danny Lightning here with another Csr2 video, and I'm going to give you guys some tips to hitting 1200 trophies in the showdowns. You don't necessarily need a really fast car to make that happen. You just have to go about doing this the right way. Now, the showdowns that last 5 or 6 or 7 days, those are really easy to get to the 1200 trophies for a lot of people, but not everybody. If you've got a car with all the stage 5 parts and all of the fusions, you're probably going to be able to make it. Alright, if you got a couple stage 6 parts, you should definitely be able to make it. And we'll talk about all this in a few minutes, but there is a very wrong way to do these showdowns. And I think a lot of people are doing this. Now, I know I've made videos on this before, but people keep asking questions, the same questions over and over. Man, if you guys were just to look at my playlist or even just go to my channel and use the little search feature and type in like showdown, you would probably find the video on this. But today, I'm going to go ahead and remake this video anyways. Just a lot of people keep asking, so it's kind of good to put a new one up or whatever. So this is what you don't want to do on a showdown, which a lot of people do. They get on day 1, maybe they start winning some races, they win some races, they get up to like, I don't know, 400 trophies, 500 trophies, 600 trophies, and then they start losing. Once you start losing and you've been put onto a losing streak, I think they do this to you intentionally. I think they actually intentionally put you on a losing streak. Alright? We got about 24 hours left on the showdown, so today is the last day. If you did this incorrectly, you probably don't have the time to catch up, but once you hit that losing streak, if you lose 3 races in a row, it's time to stop racing the showdowns. If you keep going, you're just going to lose and lose and lose, and all of your trophies are going to be gone. You're going to lose all of your trophies if you don't stop. Alright? Some people actually get on once an hour and win between 1 and 3 races, and then they stop. An hour or 2 later, they get back on, win a couple races. A couple hours later, they get back on, win a couple races. And this really seems to work great for some of the people with the slower cars. Alright? And another thing is, if you don't understand how the matchmaking works, alright? So that's what not to do. I just told you what not to do. So first off, you need to understand how the matchmaking works on these showdowns. They match you with cars that have the same amount of trophies as you do. They don't look at the speed of your car at all. That's why on day number 1, all the fast cars are down at the bottom with you. Everybody starts off with 0 trophies. That means you're going to be matched up against fast car after fast car after fast car. But every day, those fast cars are going to gain more and more and more and more trophies, and they're going to climb up. So each day, you should notice that you're not being matched up against as many faster players to where you're at right now. And eventually, every single fast car in the game is going to get over 1200 trophies, even if you're under it. Unless those are people that got like a late start. Some people don't start the showdown until the last couple days. So you're still going to see some fast cars in there, okay? You're still going to see some fast cars. But if you get on every day, race until you hit a losing streak. Alright, so race on day 1 until you start losing. As soon as you lose 3 races in a row, stop. Come back 6 hours later or 10 hours later or even tomorrow and do it again. Race until you hit that losing streak and then stop. Next day, race until you hit that losing streak and then stop. And every day, like I said, because the way matchmaking works, those faster cars keep getting more trophies, okay? Those faster cars keep getting more and more trophies and moving up. And you shouldn't see as many fast cars, which means there's more opportunity for you to move up. Now, I'm doing this one because 2 days ago, I was stuck. I hit the losing streak 2 days ago. I couldn't win any more races. So look what happens. I get on today. You know, I take a 2-day break. I get on today, and now I'm winning again. I just gained more trophies. I'm up to 1,600 trophies on this one. And on the Easter showdown, I'm also around 1,600 trophies. Alright? I am also around 1,600 trophies on the Easter showdown. So we might race a couple races on this one, and then we'll go back to the Easter showdown and see where I'm at. But that's pretty much the deal. Those are the tips for doing well on these showdowns, all right? I mean, I bet I'm probably going to win the next 10 to 15 races on this before they start putting me on a losing streak. I might lose one here and there throughout the time, but more than likely I'm going to win most of them for the next 10, maybe even 20 races. And then the game's going to be like, hey, we don't want you to win anymore. All right, you've won too many in a row. Bam, you're now a loser. You're now a big fat loser. So at that point, it's time to stop and come back later. All right, hopefully this helps. But if you do this correctly and kind of follow my instructions here, a lot of you guys that don't actually think you're going to get to the 1,200 respect points to win the car or the big prize, you guys might actually do it. Now, not every showdown has a big prize at 1,200 trophies. Like this showdown right here did not. This is just giving out a bunch of little random prizes. Now, the Easter showdown actually gave out a car. All right, so basically, I'm doing good again. I'm moving back up. And if I would have actually got on this particular showdown every day, I bet I'd be over 12. I bet I would have over 2,000 trophies right now. I'm at 1,600, but, you know. Alright, let's just go ahead and do some racing now. Hopefully I made it easy to understand what I'm trying to tell you guys, but see what I mean? I'm winning almost every race. Even though it's close. Yesterday, if I would have went on here, I'm not sure if I would have been winning every race or not, but it's going to get to a point where I'm going to start losing again. And that's probably going to pop up here pretty soon. I really don't care about winning this, to tell you the truth. I'm just racing some showdowns while I give you some tips, okay? Now, last night, I was on the Easter showdown, and I think I made it to around 600 trophies, and then I started losing. Now, with the car that I'm currently racing on there, if I get back on today, will I keep winning? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I think my car is pretty much pushed to the limits. Now, that was a really bad shift, so I'm probably going to lose that because I totally screwed up my shift pattern there. So, yeah, if you screw up, of course, you're going to lose a race. Alright? So I don't really count that as a loss. He actually ran faster than me anyways, so I would have lost. Even if I would have had a really good run right there, I still would have lost. Now, yesterday, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, hacker, he maxed out another car. But yesterday, I actually pulled a couple more bronze key crates and got the last couple the last couple stage 6 parts I needed for that Fair Lady Z. Alright, I totally screwed up my shift pattern again. Let's see what this guy ran. And for those of you who are going to call hacker, you guys, that video I made a couple days ago, I think I pulled all those crates. I used my 9,000 keys or whatever to open crates, and I got all but 2 of those parts. Then, then I saved up I saved up another 1,000 bronze keys over the couple days, opened 2 more crates. The first crate gave me a part, the next crate was a loyalty reward or something like that, and I got the last 2 parts. Alright. For some reason, some people seem to think I'm hacking the game. I don't know why. I don't have all these paid cars in the game. I don't have everything maxed out. The majority of my cars sit there and collect dust. I mean, there's cars I have that I would absolutely love. Alright, I'm on a losing streak now. It's time for me to stop racing this. If I want to advance, I've got to stop and then come back in a couple hours, okay? But if I were hacking the game, don't you guys think pretty much all of my cars would be maxed out? Don't you think? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Don't you think I would have all the paid cars, parts for everything? I just don't understand. I mean, yeah, sure, I got 50 million game cash that I've been saving up for the last 3.5 years or whatever. I just don't really see why not everybody, but I know a lot of people think that. people leave comments. I've heard there's been like people on Facebook talking about me. It's just like, okay. If you guys want to think I'm hacking, that's fine, but I'm not willing to risk my account to get a few cars and parts. Check this out, guys. I'm not even really sure what we're going to find here, but we're going to find something. Time spent playing this game, 1,398 hours. That's a lot of time on this game. Alright? I don't know how many days that is, but I've been playing this game for years. I've been playing this game for years. That's crazy. 1,398 hours. I wonder how many hours are in a year. But yeah, it makes me think I probably spend too much time on this game. So, alright, let's refill my gas and go play around with the other showdown. But now that I have the other car maxed out, the Fairlady Z is maxed out, it'll be interesting to see how well I can do on this other showdown. Because I was using the RX-7 Rocket Bunny, and I actually got really far on that. Alright, let's go ahead and pick let's pick this guy right here, and let's go see what we can do on this showdown. Well, I'm telling you guys though, if you guys do the follow my instructions there on what not to do and what to do, you should be able to hit your 1,200 trophies and win this Easter car. You really should. So I'm at 1,670 trophies here. One thing I noticed though, this showdown's been a real pain in the butt. Like, it's having a hard time finding opponents. It takes away trophies. Like, you might have like 16,000 trophies and then, or 1,600 trophies, and then you go back home and now you have like 1,500 because the game screwed you out of trophies. There's been a lot of errors and problems with this thing right now. Alright, so let's see what happens. I won the first race, which is good. But yeah, so now I'm not gonna spend another bronze key on anything until I have at least 10,000, preferably 20,000 saved up. And then a car pops up that I really want to max out, or at least get all the parts for, and there's crates for it. I'm not going to spend a single bronze key again until that happens. That's how I'm able to max out the cars that I max out, because I save my keys for months, sometimes 3 months, 6 months. I save those keys. And I just totally screwed up my shift pattern, so I'm going to lose this race. I think. Yeah, I lost this one. My start was bad, and I accidentally shifted into second gear early. I've been driving this car very different, because I've been driving this car on stage 5. Yesterday I finally put after I got the last 2 stage 6 parts, I finally installed them, so I gotta remember to drive the car differently now. So what do you guys think that is on the front of this car? I see a big intercooler behind it, so that's not an intercooler. Is that an oil cooler? And it makes you wonder why they would put something like that on the outside of the car. It's weird. Alright, he got a better start than me, so he's going to win. But I'm at the point now where my car is maxed out. Other people's cars are maxed out. At this point, it's not about who has the faster car or who you get matched up with, because everybody's maxed out. It's who gets the best, who drives the car better is who wins the race at this point. If I don't get a good shift, if I hit my nitrous on the wrong gear, if I don't get a good start, guess what? I lose the race and the other person wins, unless they messed up as well. Alright, so I guess I got a better start than this guy. So I'm going to win by just a teeny tiny bit. So it kind of sucks where it gets to the point that everybody's maxed out and you're maxed out. Because, well, It's all, in a way, it's kind of nice though, because it's not about whose car is faster. It's about who drives the car better. So at this point, it's all about skill. Unless you run into hackers who have added the extra fusion parts to their cars and made their cars faster than they should be. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not getting good starts, alright? If I got a good start, my RPMs would actually kick back a little bit on this car. I'm not sure if I'm letting go of the gas too soon. I don't know if I'm letting go of the gas too late. I don't know if I'm hitting the launch button at the wrong time. But this car should run a low 10.0, like a 10.0. I think my buddy Crowbar got like a 10.028. He actually beat the world record on this car. I think the world record time, that was the fastest recorded times, like 10.032 or 10.034. But he said he ran a 10.028, so it looks like he somehow beat the world record. He's definitely not a hacker. Alright, so I got a better start than that guy. So that means I won this race. Either his car is missing a couple fusion slot parts, or he got a bad start right there. Oh, I got a 10.2. That was a terrible run. I'm telling you, this car gets... If you don't get a perfect start on this car, you're going to run a bad time on it. That's the one thing I don't like. I actually think this car was better on stage 5. I really think this car was better on stage 5 than stage 6. Like if I use this car for live racing, guess what? I'm going to put it back to stage 5. I don't really like the way this car drives on stage 6 at all. I think it kind of sucks. I think it kind of sucks a lot. Because it's so hard to get a good start. When you got the stage 5 car, it don't matter. You just need to get a nice start. You don't have to get a perfect start. You just have to get a decent start. But yeah, I'm using the same tune my friend had. So I might even try and retune the car again. I was kind of playing with it yesterday, but I couldn't really seem to find a better tune. But personally, I think this car is awesome on stage 5. So if you don't have all the stage 6 parts for this car, you don't have it maxed out, that might not be so bad. Alright? He got a better start, so guess what? He kicked my butt. Alright, so let's go to the next one. So I'm telling you, at this point, these showdowns are really, really hard. Especially if you can't get your start right. For some reason on live racing, I have a really hard time getting a good start. Now if I go into a test run, I can guarantee you I get a good start every time. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. So after these next couple things and I'm out of gas, we'll go into a test run. And you'll see how this car is supposed to work on stage 6. Maxed out. That might have been it right there. Probably not, because he seems to have... Nah, that wasn't good either. Alright, so I keep losing. I don't really care at this point. Another bad run. Let's go to the garage. Let's go do a couple test runs. So I can show you guys how this car is supposed to drive if you're interested in it. But honestly... I'm telling you, I'm putting this guy back to stage 5. After the showdown's done, I'm done playing on the showdown. This is definitely a great stage 5 car. I might add like 1 or 2 stage 6 parts, like maybe the nitrous and the transmission or something. I don't know. I'm not sure which ones do what, but I don't like the way this car currently drives. Kind of like the Cobra Jet. I regret spending I spent 40,000 silver keys that I've been saving for like 4 or 5 months on that Mustang Cobra Jet. I regret that. I regret spending those keys on that car because I hate the way it drives. It's so hard to get a good run. And that was not it. You know what? Why don't they have a restart button on the test runs? I've always wondered that. Why can't I just hit restart if I screw up? That's what I want to know. It doesn't make sense that the restart button is blacked out on a test run. But anyways, let's try and get it right on this one. Sometimes the needle kicks all the way back to 0 RPMs. I don't know why that happens, but that's not what you want. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. That's exactly what you want to see happen right there. So I should run about a 10.03 to a 10.06 on that run. That was a good run right there. There I got a 10.050. And I'm telling you, I can almost never make the start right on live racing, but I can get it right probably 90% of the time on the test runs. So it's weird. Alright, it's a weird thing. Weird stuff going on. I feel like I've got a lot of extra lag or something on live racing. Lately, ever since that last big update, live racing hasn't been that great, I'll tell you that. It's been kind of a pain in the butt. Like I just feel like I'm lagging big time. And I've got an excellent phone. Alright, I got a phone with a really high-end processor. I've got 8 gigs of RAM. I got plenty of storage on my hard drive, which I don't really think has anything to do with the way the game runs, but yeah, look, I'm down to 115 bronze keys. So it's going to take me a few months. So hopefully a really awesome card doesn't pop up until I have a bunch of more bronze keys saved up. I need one more gold key. You know what? Give me one more gold key game. That way I can do a pool and get some sort of piece of crap card that I probably already have. I really hate gold crates. It always gives me a 3-star car that I already own, and it's not even a good one. It's a really lousy car. And I just get so tired of it. I just get so tired of getting lousy cars from the crates. Gold keys are not that easy to get. It takes forever to get a bunch of gold keys. I've been slacking on this. I got 2,800. Oh man, I need 7,000 to upgrade that. I'm getting so tired of running these Legends trials or whatever they are to get parts for this car. How is that 16,800? Ugh, terrible. It's terrible. I would love to just use that restoration glitch and get this over with, but again, it's not worth risking a possible ban over, because I've seen several people post on Reddit that they have been banned for using that restoration glitch or other teeny things. I know some people thought I was full of crap the other day when I made a video saying they'll ban you for using glitches and stuff like that, but they do. They do. I've seen it. I've seen it happen to people I know. I've seen people post it on Reddit all the time. If you guys don't believe me, go on Reddit and ask, hey, will they ban people for using this? And I bet there's about 1,000 people who pop on there and say, yeah, they will ban you if they catch you, because that's what happens. This is I like this. Is that the dark green Mini Cooper? That's actually really freaking cool. Wow. That's awesome. Totally awesome. I like that better than mine. I wish I'd have pulled that one. I think mine's the next best. I've never actually seen the green one yet up close. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Hope it helps. Catch you guys later.